Alright, it's Ian here from Bring the Noise. We're at Hevy Festival. It's nearly finished. Descendant's just finishing off, but I'm here with Mitz from Madball. How are you doing, mate?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You played it a little bit earlier. How was that?
It was good. It was a good time. We went on a little bit after H2O, and we went on before 7 Seconds, I think, played after us, no?
It's Converge.
Oh, Converge, yeah. So, yeah.
Have you had a chance to enjoy the festival at all? You said you got here a bit late.
A little bit, yeah. We came a little late, and we saw H2O play, and then we had to do our set, and now checked out a couple of Descendants tracks, and just, you know, feeling the vibe.
Is there anyone you'd like to have seen this weekend?
On this? To be honest with you, I would have liked to see Municipal Waste. I've never seen them. I would have liked to have seen a Wilhelm Scream, because we did a tour with them in Canada with Comeback Kid in 2010, and they're really good dudes, and I like their band. I hit it off with them as friends first, and then like checked the band out, and I liked them. Mystic Knight, they're dear friends of ours. Set Your Goals, These Nuts, great guys. Trapped Under Ice. This is Hell from Long Island, where I'm from. Long Island, New York. Yeah, man, I didn't know this many bands were playing. I really didn't. So there you go. You just schooled me on it.
Fair enough. I wanted to something your singer was saying on stage earlier about just like about the fact that you like a lot of different types of music and whatever. Have you ever been in a position where someone's accused you of changing your musical style, and that's in a bad way?
No. I mean, maybe at one point in Madball's career, maybe somebody had an issue. I remember people having an issue with some of the bouncy hip hop influence. You know, Hold It Down's got some hip hop samples on it, and maybe there were some purists that didn't think that fit. But in reality, the key ingredient that makes Madball different from other hardcore bands is the bounce. It is that. You know, it's got a little groove to it, and so, you know, if anybody's got a problem with that, then they don't like the band.
I mean, hardcore's coming quite big in the UK now as well. I don't know if have you checked out any of the UK hardcore bands that have come out?
I mean, you know, basically, I'll just say Knuckle Dust is the band that, you know, we've known the longest. We've done a couple, you know, tours with them. You know. Anytime anybody ever asks me about, you know, what if I know bands from somewhere, I mean, I'm 41 years old, and you know, I went through a period in my life where hardcore was, I did the hardcore 7 days a week. You know, I ate it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and whatever. I have never lost that passion for the music, but I don't follow it in that fan sense that I used to anymore. But what I will say is that, you know, anytime you play somewhere, anytime a band like Madball or Agnostic Front or Sick of It All is able to go to an area and have a good show, you have to attribute that to the fact that there's a good local scene. Because how many times do our bands come through? Maybe once a year. And if it was only that once a year, there would be no hardcore scene. So you have to give credit to the local bands that are grassroots, that are keeping the scene alive, keeping things going, doing shows. You know, that they make it possible for us to come through and have the shows that we do. So I'm sorry I don't know more UK hardcore bands other than Knuckle Dust, who are our friends, and I could probably name a couple others. But you know, in reality, it's a healthy scene, and it's because of bands that I can't even name. So I give them all the credit. I apologize for not knowing more about it.
Fair enough. You've got an EP, the new Rebellion EP. Do you want to just say a little bit about that?
Sure. We just, you know, we wanted to get the ball rolling in terms of putting something out, you know, just to give people something new. You know, it's basically kind of a preview towards our next record. We're gonna start writing this fall, and you know, probably hope to get into the studio either later this year or early next year to record the next Madball LP. And you know, we thought we would do an EP like that, kind of as a novelty. You know, it's like a limited edition 7-inch vinyl, and then it's available on digital download on iTunes and Amazon. So it's kind of a throwback to, you know, old school hardcore, where you had bands that used to put out 7 inches and, you know, demo tapes and stuff like that. As far as the music goes, we concentrated on having a little bit of everything from our sound. You know, there's a groovy style song. There's a more like real fast, aggressive thrash, you know, hardcore song. We've got a song that's got a little more metal dig to it. You know, it's a fairly balanced representation of what we do. And then we threw in 2 classics. We did Get Out and It's My Life, just to re-record those. You know, we play them so differently than they were played, you know, 15 years ago. So it was just something to do, you know, throw a couple extra songs in there, have fun.
Fair enough. Okay, I've got one last question. I've been asking every band on the festival, I've interviewed this festival. We are at Hevy Festival. So what is the heaviest thing you've ever heard?
Entombed. Well, wait. Hold so far. Black Sabbath. The Black Sabbath was doing heavy music in 1971, and there wasn't anybody that came close to sounding as heavy as them until the mid '80s. So I mean, that's where it lays. I think probably that my modern heavy band that I respect the most is Entombed. They have such a brutal sound, and they're so unapologetic in what they play. Great dudes, and they really changed music. A lot of people don't know that. They took death metal and gave it some character. They mixed a little rock and roll in with the death metal, gave it some character, and they influenced many hardcore bands. All this metalcore stuff, that's from Entombed, because Entombed influenced Hatebreed, which were the biggest metalcore band to ever, you know, blaze a trail like that. If you listen to Entombed Wolverine Blues, that's Hatebreed right there. And Jamie will be the first guy to admit it, and Beatty and those dudes. So that's my heavy band.
I like that answer. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mitz.
You're welcome.
Thank you
for having us, and we'll see you all soon.
Cheers.